So someone got a stick. Just prod him.
Someone give him a poke. Someone give him a poke. let's not go there. Anyway, we're recorded now. So hello and welcome. Yes, we are Geeks Assembled, and we have assembled here today to talk about Red Dwarf and its series 4, episode 6, Meltdown. And let's have opening thoughts before I have a meltdown. Let's go to Alex for opening thoughts on this episode. Go ahead, Alex.
It's good. It's quirky. It has characters that you remember. It's an interesting story when we go more into detail. So.
Yep. And Jason, just opening thoughts.
Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely love this episode. Just got so many mixture between it. Just how so funny it is. I definitely just love the humor in it. Definitely love it.
And Beef Dad, you picked this one, didn't you? This was the episode that you picked, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've seen all the all the Red Dwarfs, and be honest, I remember sitting and watching this the first night it was aired, and just falling about laughing. It was just so funny and so brilliantly done, and the people playing the Wax-Droids are just brilliant. They're just brilliant. The incredible characters. I mean, the amazing Elvis.
Thank you very much.
And Pauline
awful impression,
and Pauline Bailey playing Marilyn Monroe. Just absolutely extraordinary. And you just had so many brilliant performances in it, and that's not just the central cast, who were as amazing as always.
Poor Gandhi, though. And I want to make this this podcast a tribute to Winnie the Pooh. This has to be a tribute podcast to Winnie the Pooh. So, Susan, if you're editing this, can you please put up at the end, a blank screen with Winnie the Pooh's face on it? A black screen, like they do when someone's died. Let's have a few minutes of silence, actually, just to reflect on poor Winnie the Pooh. Lee, take it away, Lee. Let's go on to opening thoughts with Lee.
All right, okay. It's a brilliant episode. The gang of the Red Dwarfers go from strength to strength every season. This is the 4th season, season finale, actually, the last episode of this season. I sat there today rewatching it, and I was giggling away to myself at this and that. And you can't go wrong with this bit of comedy, but also sci-fi comedy.
Yeah,
which is really unusual. You don't really get much of that. I was supposing Michael Grade wasn't too keen on the idea when they suggested it, but because we know he doesn't like sci-fi or comedy. Actually, I don't think he likes anything. Actually. Or anything, yeah. But we're not having a go at Michael Grade. That's in the past. Carry on, Alid.
Yeah, let it go, Lee. Let it go. I got that Frozen reference in there. Yes. And but this takes the Mickey out of other sci-fi things like Doctor Who, because it takes the Mickey out of the what were those creatures? Were they birds or those hawk things? What were they stomping about like Godzilla? It was taking the piss, and Crichton goes, they're terrible effects,
Yeah, but that was just old film footage from a movie that he used, stock footage.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if it was from a Godzilla movie, to be honest, an original one. The way the design, the way they looked, yeah.
And I'm just so glad this episode was picked. I mean, I've watched all the Red Dwarfs. This is the best era of Red Dwarf because they're both writing it at this point. Because the other writer, during some point, he dropped out, didn't he? I can't remember which series he stopped writing, but he dropped out. And this episode I think, is one of the best. It's just so good just seeing all those historical characters there. You've got the good guys with Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe. You got Gandhi, Mother Teresa. I mean, you got loads, and then on the bad side, on the evil side, you've got Hitler, and that scene where they're teleporting, and then they teleport into the chimney. And then they teleport in the chimney, do they? It's just so funny. It's brilliant. Let's go on to characters. Actually, let's go on because to be honest, they're all amazing, aren't they? They really are. They're really all good. Anybody else? Yep. Go ahead, Beef Dad. What were you going to say? Exactly. My thoughts exactly.
No, I mean Elvis is good, and Stan Laurel's good, and even the bad guys are good. So that that's one of the reasons why it's kind of enjoyable is they have good characterization stuff.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think that the main team are just brilliant. They just work so well together. I mean, Cat is always, he's not worried about anything apart from if anything has to do with his fashion and his clothes sense.
Yeah.
And but also you've got the female version of Holly in this season as well.
Yes.
Not my favourite version of Holly, because Norman Lovett was my favourite version, but Hattie does a good job. Which I'm surprised you haven't brought Holly back, because I do miss Holly in the newer series. But yeah, Hitler, brilliant characterisation. That when they're talking about, was it Goebbels, the fat one who was a bit of a cross-dresser?
Yeah, the cross-dresser. Yeah, is that the other one that's a cross-dresser?
Goering, that was it. I knew it became good. Then Cat says, and he's a cross-dresser with them hips. There's just little remarks there. And also when they're in the cell and, as you say, Winnie the Pooh put to death. Not on scene though, we did see it.
No. That'll be too much. That'll be too much, Lee. That'll be
where listeners going about, they're building something outside. It sort of made a timber effect, and Cat says, has it got a sort of a rope effect motif? Yeah. It's rather noosey, yeah. It's a well written, as you said. The two writers, when they were writing together, it was TV gold. It's British comedy at its best, to be honest.
And you've also got Santa, who's on the good side as well. Just remembered you got Santa Claus.
And Noel Coward.
Yeah, Noel Coward, yeah.
And Queen Victoria.
Yeah, Queen Victoria. Yeah, she was hilarious in it. When she went in and just shot them all down.
Queen Victoria with a machine gun.
Yeah. I love it when they're blowing up on the field. But anyway, let's go to Jason for favourite characters, standout characters.
Oh, they all did a great job. I mean, definitely my favorite parts when they're actually in the cell, and then a Cat who can't shut up gets this ends up being slapped by Kalugo. I think that's what his name is. It's like, silence, scum! Cat saying, shall we take a quick vote? Silence, scum! And then with them using the machine, and then Kaluga and Rasputin going inside the little drawer thing with Cat and Wimmo escaping. That was the best part. They're just wondering, like, what's going on? just a lot of scenes of it just pretty funny with them tricking Hitler a little bit on that one. This Wimmel with him, oh man, with him trying to talk to her stories and stuff like that in his past, I'm driving Lister nuts. Oh, everything on this is pretty funny. I mean, definitely great comedy. I definitely love it. I mean, one of my favorites, and yeah, definitely loved it.
Anyone else want to mention favorite moments? That's gone. Quite a few people have mentioned favorite
I
moments.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
there was the magic moment where Dave Lister swallows
Yes.
the light pod, which is basically Chris Barry. It's Rimmer.
And then he wants to go for
He'll come out again in a couple of days. That's just an absolute piece of magic.
Let's have a Vindaloo.
As Jason said, Caligula, played by Tony Hawks, who is a brilliant comedian, was just amazing. Pauline Bailey playing Marilyn Monroe. Oh, what a performance that was. Brief, admittedly, but then she went on from this to play Marilyn Monroe in the film Looking for Marilyn.
Oh, she did. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, it was when Abraham Lincoln walked in that I creased up. That really creased me up.
Yeah.
And the guy doing Albert Einstein was great. It's just. I mean, there was not a single failure in amongst the whole lot. Everybody was absolutely, completely rock solid and brilliantly funny.
Because it could have gone wrong, really, couldn't it? Really,
it could have gone horribly wrong, but it didn't.
Yeah, because they balanced being the character and then being a bit over the top. You know, they balanced it so well.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree. All the characters were excellent. Anyone else want to mention favourite moments? Or a favourite scene or something that stood out? Lee?
Well, right at the beginning of the episode where Rimmer's telling Lister his game of risk tale. About he threw a 5, I threw a 2. And I'm not interested. I am not interested in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't got to the exciting bit. When was this? Oh, about 2 hours into the game. but it's a love-hate. I mean, in the idea of the episode, it's a love-hate relationship between those two, and they're just so work so well together.
It's the chemistry. It's the chemistry. Yeah. And of course, he's Gordon Brittis as well.
Yeah. This season was filmed at the same time as he filmed the first season of Princess Empire. 1991. Yeah.
Oh.
So he was a lucky man. He had 2 jobs at the same time.
Alex, do you have any favourite moments, favourite scenes, or do you just like it all?
No, I like the the weird contrast between historical figures, celebrities, and what was the other? I forgot the other word he used. But the war between those two, I just thought it was very funny how Elvis was the singing at the end, and then singing the theme song at the end.
I was going to mention that.
And being sort of a drill sergeant. It's kind of.
Yeah, I love the idea that they had Elvis sing at the end. The man.
Yeah, I know in real life he was in the army for maybe 2-3 years, but it's kind of funny how they worked it into the episode.
And of course, Rimmer literally kills them all, didn't he? He kills everybody.
No, didn't they? Didn't they leave before that happened?
No, he killed all the population on Waxworld.
Yeah, it killed them all.
Well,
So he's a mass killer. He's a serial killer. He's a mass. He's caused an entire extinction.
well, they were. Yeah, but they were wax figures. I mean, it wasn't
Well, it doesn't matter because Lister said, but they can think for themselves now. They actually killed them.
Yeah.
They're actual people. When you think of it like that, it's quite dark.
Yeah.
When you think of it, no, it is, isn't it? And that's what Lister was trying to point out to Rimmer.
Well, but again, he's one of those guys that he thinks he's a genius, and that mostly is not the case. I mean, occasionally he'll be brilliant, but
reminded me of Dad's Army a little bit and Blackadder. You know, when they're going over, especially when they're running across the field.
Yeah.
Bit of Blackadder nuts.
The Dad's Army scene, where they're all walking with the guns.
Yes. And what
you
do you call it? It's got it the wrong way round. What?
Stan Laurel,
Yeah, got it the wrong way round.
Poor old Stan Laurel. Poor old Pythagoras.
He was so frightened of everything.
Poor old Gandhi. Yeah, poor old Gandhi. There was only his boots left.
Yeah, that was funny how they blew up and then.
Don't eyeball me, Gandhi.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Just great. I think we should move on to final say and score. And let's go to Alex since he's unmuted. Go on, Alex, final say and score.
Yeah, I'd give it I'd definitely give it a 7. I mean, the story is good. The characters are good. The characters are memorable. It's one of the reasons why the British do good TV shows is you have the weird, the weirdness of it, the irony of it, and then you have these celebrities, who are in a war, which that'd be a little different if it really happened. And then the fact that Rimmer, he's one of those people that, he thinks he's a genius, and he rarely is. He rarely does in the whole history of the show. So, it's a funny, political, intelligent, ironic, and that's one of the reasons why I like watching British television, because it usually combines all those elements together and does it in a very short amount of time.
Now, I'm taking Jason, you didn't fall asleep during this. So give us your final say and score.
My final say, well, with the whole funniness going on with Elvis and then Wimmel going on, meeting each of the heroes and stuff, and then judging them, just how funny that is. Let's see. As watching it so many times, never gets old. Definitely great comedy. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10. Let's go to Germany with Beef Dad for final say and score.
It is intelligent comedy. And it's from a wonderfully eccentric viewpoint, but it's so superbly written and brilliantly performed, certainly by the central cast. It is of comedy of the absolute highest standard. As I say, I remember this one when it first came out, and I laughed like a drain. And yeah, for me, I'm with Jason. It's a 10.
You better get your drains sorted out. Let's go to Lee for final say and score.
I don't know if anybody's realised this, but it's 29 years ago since it first started this show.
Doesn't time.
Not many shows can say that are still going 29 years later. So I don't know if it's footsteps of Doctor Who, shall we say, so many years down the line. But it's as they said, well written comedy at its best. The ensemble cast just can't fault them. What else can I say? What shall I give it? Shall I give it a 10? Oh, go on then.
Yeah, go on, give it a 10, because I'm going to give it a 10 too. Because for me, Red Dwarf is brilliant anyway. I mean, I've always enjoyed Red Dwarf, and this is one of the best episodes. It truly is funny. It's very clever, and the characters are all brilliant. You know, from the good side and the bad side, and then you got your regulars, which are always on form. You got Crichton, you got Lister, you got the cat, you got Rimmer. It's just brilliant. It just all works. And this episode, like I say, is one of my favourite episodes. I'm so glad, and I was so happy when Beef Dad chose this one, because this one really it's brilliant. I'm going to give it a 10, like I say. If you've never seen Red Dwarf, or you've never seen this episode, you've got to go and watch it, because we here in Britain, we really do make the best comedy, and Red Dwarf definitely is one of the best that we've made. So definitely go out and watch it. And if you have watched it, tell us what you think about it. Tell us what you think about Red Dwarf in general. Give us any comment. You know, tell us what you think about this episode. Give us a thumbs up, or even a thumbs down if you want. I know, because Lee's on and you might be tempted to hit that. But there we go. That's life. And hit that subscribe button for more crazy videos like this, for more fun like this. And look after yourself. Take care. We'll see you next time.